State of Michigan versus Patrice Jackson, 26-00705. Appearance, please.
Ross Marchino for the people.
Public Defender Justice Charles on behalf of Ms. Patrice Jackson. Okay, Ms. Jackson is scheduled for final pretrial today. This is for an assault and battery.
Your Honor, at this point, I think both parties will be requesting that we set a trial date. That said, I think we're close to a global resolution. She should have a new felony case opening. I don't know if there's a warrant ready for her to be arraigned on yet, but once she's arraigned on that, I think we'll have a resolution to both cases.
You said she's a new felony pending?
Yeah, for larceny and assault.
Okay. Your witnesses here?
No, but witness appeared at the previous final pretrial date, so my understanding is.
Oh, okay, I did excuse him. Okay. I think it's already, no, it's not full jury trial. If we convert this, it says jury trial was today.
I'm not sure because it was previously a jury trial and then suddenly it was a final pretrial.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm not
changed
sure.
it because she would have rang. It was I think it was on a bench warrant. So, but September 29th at 8 a.m. September 29th at 8 a.m. for jury trial.
So has she been arraigned on the felony? Do we know?
Does he have a case? I don't just speak to last. She's have a felony. No, she's not been arraigned on a felony yet.
I've been trying to expedite that since she's in custody. It shouldn't be too hard to get her arraigned when
It's been issued.
It has been issued. I don't know if it's been sworn to or not. I reached out about getting it sworn to last week, but that's.
Very well, if that happens this week, you'll let us know. We can have them put her on. Ms. Jackson, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people.
Nothing for the You're all set, thank you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. On the jail tablet. On the jail tablet? Who's on the jail tablet? This is just concerning State of Michigan versus Kasib Al Akhtar, 26-00498.
Ross Marchino for the people.
Attorney Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Aluka, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Aluka, this is scheduled today for final pretrial. This is for domestic violence. This is present today.
No, Your Honor, people are going to need to nolly this case. I did have a previous conversation with the victim where she indicated she might be able to appear via Zoom, but I checked with Mr. Warrensley and she did not appear via Zoom. So we're not going to be able to proceed. I neglected to prepare a nolly on this one, but I am going to be requesting a nolly process.
I no objection.
Case will be dismissed without prejudice. The people have the right to reissue this charge against you. Do you understand that, sir? Do you have any questions? Are you on tether at all? We have to go back down to have that removed, okay? Yes. Okay. Any additional matters, counsel?
Nothing from the people.
None from the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
If you hang tight for a copy of your dismissal, sir. Thank you. You're welcome. State of Michigan versus Christopher Alston, 26-00315. Appearance, please. Thank you.
Ross Marchino for the people.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Alston, who's standing to my right.
Mr. Alston had a weapons reckless use final pretrial scheduled today. Were we able to resolve this or we continue to trial?
Your Honor, the people have prepared a nolly process in this matter. We have not been able to have any success getting participation from our necessary witnesses. May I approach?
Yes. The case will be dismissed without prejudice. That means they do have the right to reissue this against you. Do you have any questions about that? Copy of dismissal. You're not on tether, correct? Okay. Any additional matters?
Nothing from the people.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. State of Michigan versus Christopher Ding, 26-01604. Appearance, please.
Ross Marchman on behalf of the people.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Dang, who is now standing to my right.
Ding was scheduled for a final pretrial for a domestic violence. Is a witness here today?
No, Your Honor, the people will need to nolly this case because we have not had participation from necessary witness. I may approach. I'm not prepared.
Thank you. Again, case is dismissed without prejudice. It can be reissued against you. Do you have any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Have a seat. We'll get your copy of the dismissal. State of Michigan versus is Cameron Johnson in custody? Yes. Downstairs or here?
Cameron, he's downstairs. Johnson.
Okay, who's representing Mr. Johnson?
I am, Your Honor.
State of Michigan versus Cameron Johnson, 24-01632, 25-00164, 24-00912, 24-00912. Appearances, please. Oh, one more, 24-01040. And no, those two of those, because there's one for contempt. Council appearance.
Ross Marchman for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straub on behalf of Mr. Johnson for 3 of his files.
Daniel Service on file number 25. What's this one? That's a sentence.
Okay, all the files except for the sentencing, my understanding are being nollied, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, I do believe that I sent those in over the weekend. Previously, prior to today.
You signed them?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I didn't know I signed it. So those are all set, we'll have them brought up for sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let's see, State of Michigan versus Mario Rich, 26-01229. Appearance, please.
Ross Marchman on behalf of the people.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Rich, who is standing to my right.
Two files for Mr. Rich, also 26-01236, dog bite and dog at large. How are we proceeding on these?
Your Honor, the people were attempting to make contact with the victim in this matter regarding restitution. Such contact has been unsuccessful. And so we will just dismiss on the basis of compliance. However, we of course have the right to reissue if the victim makes contact and wants to reissue.
We're dismissing both, I'm assuming.
Yes, yes, thank you.
These are on citations, yes. These are on citations, so case is dismissed, you're all set. I mean, you should radio for a file.
Huh?
You should radio for a file. That's what we do.
Yeah.
No, the judges here, they have to work.
That part.
You should run, you gotta run this file.
Yeah, they all of, they, yeah.
Obviously. Okay, let's see. State of Michigan versus Amber Whitmore, 25-03384. Appearance, please.
Ross Marchman for the people.
Michael Puck, is student attorney concerned with the King County Public Defender Office, request for permission to practice under MCR 8.120 under supervision of Attorney Jessica Straub. And on behalf of Ms. Whitmore, who is standing to my right.
Permission is granted. I think I have another file, I guess there's 25-02447, unlicensed dog and an aggravated domestic violence. Looks like the aggravated domestic violence is scheduled for final pretrial today. I was there witness here.
Yes, Your Honor, the victim in this matter has appeared. I was discussing the possibility of proceeding victimless, but that was rendered moot by her appearance. It looks like the defendant is signing an advice of rights. So I will go ahead and prepare a plea sheet. We reached a resolution in which she plead guilty to domestic violence with consent 7694A. And with that plea, the people will also go ahead and dismiss the dog case.
That is correct, Your Honor. It's also understanding.
The dog license is being dismissed. Is it for compliance or just part of the global resolution?
Just part of the domestic violence plea.
Okay, Ms. Whitmer, you want to plead guilty to a reduced count of domestic violence with no objection to you being sentenced under special status 769.4A. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? You have the right in this matter to proceed to a trial and the right to jury trial. At the time of trial, you're presumed innocent until proven guilty. And you can maintain your innocence, require the prosecution prove each element of the charge of aggravated domestic violence beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that? You have the right to remain silent at any trial. They can't use that silence to prove or imply that you're guilty. You understand that? You have the right to see, hear, or question any witness called to testify against you, the right to subpoena witnesses that will testify on your behalf, and the right to present evidence that you believe show a defense of these charges. You have any questions about those rights? I'm sorry? You're willing to waive those rights, plead guilty to the amended charge of domestic violence? Anyone threatening you to do that? Has there been any promises extended to you, not stated on the record, to get you to plead guilty to domestic violence? Are you on probation or on parole? Do you understand that by pleading guilty, it could result in a conviction that you will need to report or may need to report to your employer, or you might need to put this on a future job application? It also could have impact on where you can travel or get immigration status. So you might want to go to Canada for the weekend. They could deny you access to their country because you have a criminal conviction. Do you understand that? As to amended charge of domestic violence, how do you plead? Is that because you believe you're guilty? Yes, ma'am. Factual basis.
Ms. Whitmore, on or about October 10th, 2025, were you located at 201 North Grand River Avenue in the city of Lansing, County of Ingham, State of Michigan? And while you were present at this location, did you assault or have any sort of offensive or unwanted contact against a Carissa, Ellen, and Hall? And there was some sort of relationship where you two were living together, correct?
Yes.
And this assault was not in self-defense.
I couldn't hear your response, ma'am.
It was not.
I would satisfy this is.
As far as the assault, what did you do that constituted assault? Other people are satisfied.
What is satisfied with the factual basis? I'll accept your plea if I am to be truly voluntarily and intelligently made. Setting the matter for sentencing on September 22nd. When you leave here, you need to go downstairs to meet with probation. They're gonna get you scheduled for a pre-sentence interview, and they're gonna advise the court about your status for eligibility of sentencing under 769.4A, and then also any other recommendation as to how you should be sentenced, okay? Do you have any questions at this time? Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people.
Not from the bench, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Who's on the jail tablet? Can you unmute? Wonderful. What's your name, sir? Mr. Amory? Is that your competence? Yes. Can you hear me?
This is Ms. Simmons.
Okay, you're Mr. Amory? Okay, this is State of Michigan versus Mark Amory, 25-03233. Appearance, please.
Ross Martinez for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Straub appearing on behalf of Mr. Amory and for Mr. Michael today.
Mr. Amory.
I can't hear. The officer doesn't turn the volume up.
Okay, if they can, I'll see if they're able to turn up the volume, then they will, sir, okay?
Can't hear. They have a room where I can have a private room where I can hear the court, but I can't, they won't see me that. Can't hear you, but I can barely hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you saying that you can't hear me, but I can't make out anything else that you're saying. Is there a deputy nearby?
There's another room that officers can come. I've been in New County Jail. I've been here for 2 months. I've been waiting to come. So I have no
Okay.
other way of trying to communicate with you, but on TV screen, because they won't take you to the full market at court first of all.
Okay, for this purpose, I'm going to proceed with the competency hearing, and then your attorney will give you a call. Okay, so I have a report here. It was prepared on July 21st. It's from the Department of Health and Human Services Center for Forensic Psychiatry. Counsel, did you both get a copy of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Straub?
I am not seeing a copy of that.
I'm sure Mr. Feigelson might have received it.
And it
I
was sent
got
to
one on
Mr.
the 13th,
Feigelson,
not one on the 21st.
according to.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
The report opines that the defendant is still incompetent to stand trial, but likely to attain competence within the limits provided by section 1034. Any reason to make an objection to that finding?
No, Your Honor, the people are willing to stipulate to the report and its findings.
The defense also stipulates, Your Honor.
So the court will adopt the finding, and incorporate this report into the court record. An order will be entered ordering the defendant to undergo a course of treatment to see if he can retain competency within the statutory time frame. Mr. Feigelson needs to be advised if he needs to reach out to his client, because his client is effectively not here. He can't understand or hear what we're saying. So someone needs to give him an update. We'll construe this as his appearance being waived for the purposes of today's court appearance because of the technology issue of him being on a jail tablet.
Understood.
Okay, and then we'll have this set for a internal review. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll remove them. Sir, were you waiting for paperwork or something? Did I call your case? Oh, okay. Something I wrote down. What's your name?
David Waters.
Oh, Porter's. Let's see, is David Carter here? No David Carter? I'll issue a bench warrant. State of Michigan versus Adam Foreman, 25-01835. Mr. Foreman here, oh, he's present via Zoom. Appearance, please.
Ross Marchino for the people.
Michael Pluckett with the public defender on behalf of Mr. Foreman, who is appearing these.
Okay, Mr. Foreman had an assault and battery pre-trial scheduled today. Was there an offer extended?
Not at this time, Your Honor. We're going to request the final pretrial be set.
That is, you'd also be requested for pre-trial.
Final pre-trial August 18th at 8 a.m. And then jury trial September 8th at 8 a.m.
Final pre-trial in person at the court, August 18th, 8 a.m. in the morning, and then jury trial September 8th at 8 a.m. in the morning in person, okay? Do you have any questions today, sir? Okay, any additional matters for the record? For the record, he's nodding or shaking his head no. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people.
Not from defense, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll see you in person at your next court date, sir.
Or what was the date of the final pretrial? I apologize.
The 18th of August.
Thank you.
This is State of Michigan versus Jacob Hutchinson, 26-01740. Appearance, please.
Ross Marchino for the people.
Michael Pluckett with the public defender on behalf of Mr. Hutchison, who is appearing to my case.
Mr. Hutchinson has 2 counts of assault and battery scheduled for pre-trial today. Has there been an offer extended?
Not at this time, Your Honor. The people are requesting a final pretrial.
You would also be requesting for pre-trial.
August 18th at 8 a.m. Jury trial September 8th at 8 a.m.
Final pretrial, you must appear in person August 18th, 8 o'clock in the morning, and final, your jury trial, that is gonna be September 8th at 8 a.m., okay? No problem, we'll get you a notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for people.
Not from the concern.
Okay, you're all set.
All rise.
Yes.
You guys can sit down.
I screwed that up. They didn't. Yes. So we did not file.
Yeah.
We represent them in 3 files.
I know. I was hoping they would have it for today.
You want me to, oh, enter this, you want me to enter stuff? You want to enter stuff?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Switch voice. I didn't try to.
I know, I feel that, but I don't have any concerns. You know what I mean? Come up, so.
Hey, Justin. Oh, please.
He's on the list.
Eddie's about to grab those.
That'll be on the list.
Hey, cool. Nice to meet you.
This is Mr. Johnson. State of Michigan versus Cameron Johnson, 25-00164. Appearance, please.
Ross Martino for the people.
In a certificate for Mr. Johnson, who's here in the courtroom stated to my right.
I don't, yes, I don't have a sentencing file. Was there a sentencing file? With a PSI?
don't see it in there. Did they bring it up?
Jeff's coming.
Did you receive a PSI?
Yes,
Disregard. What is your client in custody for?
inability to post on this file. He did no bond on his other files that were dismissed.
The spot, the bond was 100 cash, right?
Yes, I don't think the other files were dismissed until.
So it wasn't an inability to post on this file, it was the other files?
Right, I guess it was my advice not to post on this file. I think there was a large bond on one of the other files. That was on the post.
So he's essentially been in custody this entire time on this file,
Uh,
well, at least since the time of his arraignment, it looks like.
correct, so he had 69 days credit as of our last sentencing date, so my math, 104 days.
Credit time, sir. He's all set.
There was a plea agreement for HIDA and probation.
Max out his time. HIDA probation for,
It's an attempt, so it's 180 day misdemeanor. And my client does not want to have something.
attempted abandonment cruelty is what he collected.
With an agreement for no upfront jail. And HIDA probation.
He's already maxed out. I guess on the
He could
original
serve-
charge.
He could serve 180 days total, because he put to an attempt 1 year. So that's it.
Attempted abandonment cruelty has a greater sentence than abandonment cruelty.
I believe the abandonment of cruelty is a 1 year misdemeanor.
It's 93 days.
Is it 93 days?
93
Yes.
days.
Oh, okay, well. Your Honor, you can put him on probation for a day.
Like that. You put him on probation for a day. To give him a special status.
I mean, my client would like to keep this office record.
I'm waiting for the report.
Pardon?
And then I need to see the report from probation. It says on his way back. Show up. He said he's on his way back. So I do have a PSI, it was prepared on the 24th of June. You both got a copy of that.
But I don't believe that I have gotten a copy. I have not particularly reviewed this copy.
June 26th is when I sent it.
Yes, people have an opportunity to review.
The report, I'm assuming there needs to be some changes because it's discussing some retainers with some of these detainees, that is, some of these, the cases that you just dismissed? Domestic violence,
Yes,
NDOP, and domestic relationship jury trial that was scheduled for today. Were these dismissed because the witness interfered?
yes. Mr. Smith believed that we could create a jury question without the witness, and I disagree with that. So
Okay. And then bench warrant in 36 district court, is that being addressed?
My understanding, based on what my clients told me, is that it has been resolved. That was taken over, taken care of over Zoom in your jail. It was juvenile matter.
Okay, the report says your client's not a good candidate for probation. Why would I want to babysit him?
Well, I believe my client, yeah, obviously will have some difficulties on probation, given the fact that he's been incarcerated for so long and he's gonna have to deal with a lot of pieces. But given my client's age, I think that makes him a good candidate. My client hasn't been idle in jail. He's completed parenting and seeking safety cats programs while in jail. He has a place to stay. That's something else I wanted to update. The pre-sentence report.
That's a
that
place to stay where?
He's going to be staying with his cousin at 1306 West Jolly Road. It's a house. Lansing, Victoria 910.
Does cousin know this?
Yes.
Were you employed prior to being incarcerated?
No.
Why not? How does that go to your argument that he's got to pick up the pieces? He didn't have pieces together before he got incarcerated.
Everyone has to start somewhere, Your Honor. Given my client's age, I mean, I guess we could write him off and not give him HIDA status today. And if Your Honor is of that opinion, then my client's prepared to proceed, even though that's in contravention of the plea agreement. But that's our request.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand what is there to establish that he's a good candidate for probation? It can't just be his age.
I just want to know the plea agreement was that we would consent to HIDA, not.
Not agreed. There's no objection to HIDA, not that he's getting it. But even still, his criminal history is not representative of someone who's going to follow HIDA.
And that's fair enough, Judge. If that's your decision, that's your decision. I'm just articulating our position and the reasons.
What do you want to do, sir? You want to do probation?
What else can I do?
Credit time served, you've already served the time.
Credit time served.
You're all set. Thank you. Oh no, that must be Patrice Jackson from earlier. It's on the iPhone.
I was wondering if we cocould call the FTA on Ronald White.
You said Ronald White.
Yeah, my understanding is he's still chief here.
State of Michigan versus Ronald White, 260-1879. Yes.
Ross March, unit for the people.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. White, who is not present today.
Have you had communication with them?
No, Your Honor, we don't have any contact information for him, honestly. I did check VineLink. He's not appear to be in custody somewhere.
He was scheduled for a quick trial and I think he has a bond violation.
You have witnesses present on violation, which is why I requested you call the case.
You'll issue a bench warrant with a remand. It's on tether, or at least he's supposed to be. Send the witness to the hearing.
Yes.
Your witness is free to go ahead and know that in there. Right. Thank you. State of Michigan versus Mario Montgomery, 23-02280 and 23-02281 and 26-00551. Appearances, please.
Ross Marchino for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Justin Straub on behalf of Mr. Montgomery, who's standing to my right.
Mr. Montgomery has two dog at larges from 2023 and now a domestic violence in 2026. How are we proceeding?
We ask for a final copy.
What are we doing on the dog at larges?
Your Honor, this time, we're going to ask that they be set for another date at the same time as the final trial. I explained to Ms. Straub that we would dismiss them as part of a plea in the domestic violence case. One thing I will note is that, as I communicated to Ms. Straub, there was a charging error in domestic violence. It should have been charged as domestic violence second offense. My understanding is that because that is a sentencing notice rather than an element, we should be able to file an amended complaint that has the sentencing notice. That is all that I have on that.
Second would make them eligible to be considered for specialty court, though, wouldn't it? Would not.
I believe it would, we could potentially. Because if this were charged as DV second, we would start in the judgment board.
Final pretrial, August 18th at 8 a.m.
August 18th at 8 a.m. for final pretrial.
And then jury trial, September 8th. at 8 a.m.
September 8th, 8 a.m. in person at the court for jury trial. Final pretrial is also in person at the court. Okay, sir? Get your notice to appear. Do you have any questions at this time? I'm gonna reset the pretrials on the dog cases for the same August 18th date. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people.
Just a quick question. Was the complaint amended to the DV second? No. Okay, thank you.
Is that what you want? Or you want to amend the complaint?
I think that, ultimately, I think that we would want to file an amended complaint with the second offense notice.
If that happens, then be advised, and then we discuss whether or not he needs to be screened for.
But I know that currently Judge Ward is only taking cases that originate in her court. The only reason it didn't originate in her court was because the
If
due
that's
to-
something your client's interested in, we'll have to ask for special consideration.
Record, I screened it and I missed some criminal history, so I'll fall on my sword.
Thank you for your candor. You screwed up.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm taking notes. You're all set for today. We'll get you a notice, okay? Okay, let's see. We must have done, did we do Hutchinson already? We did. State of Michigan versus Brandy Rose, 22-03531 and 2.
Ross Marchino for the people.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Ms. Rose, who is now standing to my right.
Unlicensed dog and dog at large for Miss Rose. I think I've seen her for about a year. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, obviously, this case is a few years old. I've been informed that the dog has since been euthanized, and so the people would request dismissal.
They were both on citations. The case is dismissed. You're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. State of Michigan versus Diana Scott, 20-02014.
Ross Marks, meet up with people.
Michael Puckett on behalf of Mrs. Scott. Your Honor, I've not been able to make contact with Ms. Scott. We do not have a good phone number for her.
It's not good. Looks like the Scott might already be in warrant status. Though. On another file at least. I will issue a bench warrant on this one. From jail? Who's in the jail? Dennis, maybe?
Brendan Dennis.
Who's in the jail?
Brandon Dennis.
Got the light shining bright in there. Okay. Ma'am, what's your name on the iPhone?
I'm gonna go jump on Zoom to speak with Mr. Dennis.
Okay, sounds good. Decree Trice. Let's see for sure for us. Now let's see. Oh, we did Ronald White, not here. State of Michigan versus Jalen Davis, 26-01169.
Ross Marks, meet on behalf of people.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Strauss on behalf of Mr. Davis, who's standing to my right.
Mr. Davis is here for sentencing. For PSI, it was prepared on the 29th of July. Council, did you get a copy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Make corrections, updates, or deletion.
None from the people.
None from defense. Your Honor.
We can make out.
Your Honor, Mr. Davis has, since this case came about, has taken some steps towards amending his approach to conflict resolution. Specifically, while incarcerated, he did take or participate in 2 different programs. One of them was coping skills, the other one was DBT therapy. We do believe that twofold, that this shows him taking accountability, but also, secondly, taking initiative to do things or take accountability for himself, rather, okay, and also to build a set of skills that allows him to navigate his relationships in a more healthy way. Based on all of that, Your Honor, we would ask this court to lean into the recommendation from probation for time served.
Didn't I give him credit for that, for his bond violation? You want to use it again?
Oh, we used all of it, Your Honor?
I gave him credit for, that's what he was remanded on, I believe. I don't believe he was in custody before that. Said he had GPS tether, was released prior to that. But nonetheless, did we just see you for jury trial a couple weeks ago? Another one, is that your successful trial?
That was my successful
Oh,
trial.
and that's why I was wondering why I was
So we
seeing.
can't call it another one.
I'm sorry?
We can't call it another one because it was a not guilty. I'll do that.
Get it all out, Miss Strong. Get it all out. Well, no, I think that, I hope, and that is, that Mr. Davis has learned his lesson. I think I shared something with you after your last trial. You're playing with fire. Playing with fire, you'll get burnt. You served 80 days on this. I'll give you credit, time served. You're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Lady, log out and log right in. Ma'am, what's your name? Can you speak up a little louder for me? I have some show practice here. Let's see. Let's see. This is not state of Michigan. Okay, this is the matter of, for the matters of Italy McKinney. I have multiple phone numbers. You can come forward, ma'am. But on the docket 17-04985. Looks like you are already on a payment plan. Is that correct?
So I came in last time to pay, I think I paid like almost $700 for my license, so I'm trying to get a job. So I can continue.
Okay, so you've gotten your license?
Yes, ma'am.
So you, oh, it says that you're, at least the last note on this collection file is $3,101. And then it says there's a balance of $906 for tickets that are not in collection.
I don't know what that's for. I think part of that 900 or something was the license. I'm not sure.
An expired plate, you owe $198 for. Another expired plate, you owe $198 for. Parking violation, $120.
So I think part of that, I think a lot of that was part of the money I had to pay for my license, because it came to almost 700 that I paid last time I was in here.
Those were the suspended license.
Okay, then I don't know about those ones then. Then I would just have to. Let's go to the number and see what they are. I don't know. I think the no license, I mean, I think the license is spent under like no
Say what she
insurance. I'm
paid,
not
but-
sure.
Now, cheers. I would have to go through all of them. Yeah, I don't even know why they send this to me. This sounds like it needs to be handled by collections and not by me. This is a lot.
I asked for the show cost last time because they wouldn't let me pay just my license off, so.
I know, that's why I allowed you to go pay that so that you can get a, I don't know how they think you're gonna get $4,000 off out of you if you don't get a job. So you need to get your license. You've got your license, you got a job, is that what's going on?
So that job they had, already gave to somebody else. So I was just in the hallway doing the on the phone, I mean, like a team meeting, interview. So they'll let me know by the end of the day with that.
Okay, so what do you intend to make the payment on this payment plan?
Well, I have a, like, something in my wallet, so I'm just gonna give them that today, whatever's in my wallet.
Are you able to get back on a monthly payment?
Yes,
schedule?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, what do you think you're gonna be paying monthly?
I can try to go for the 50 again like I was, because I think that's like the minimum. But I don't know until I get this job, or if I get this job.
You said that's the minimum, you said?
I think that's what they had, like the last.
That's probably what, yeah, that's if the collections department will.
Yeah, I'm not
it's the
sure what
minimum.
they on now, because that.
Can you do 25 for the next 90 days and then up it
Yes.
when you get paid?
Yes. And I can make the first one when I leave.
And you're not employed, but you're seeking employment now, right? You have applications pending.
Correct.
Y'all know you're paid $25 per month for the next 90 days on the 4th of each month, okay?
Okay. Just go to the counter.
Yes, after that, I'm assuming you'll be employed.
Yes.
It'll increase to $50 a month.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
We're all set. You can look at these files, we can make a payment for you later.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see here.
Brandon, Dennis, let's talk to him. The day before he turned himself in jail in June.
Sir, what was your name again?
Brandon Dennis,
State of Michigan versus David Portis, 25-03527.
Ross Marsh here for people.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Rob, on behalf of Mr. David Portis, who is now standing to my right.
Oh, Mr. Portis, I was trying to understand why I recognize your name. You're the one who's supposed to go to Chicago
Yes, ma'am.
and find out who used your name or why they allowed your name to be used, because you were too young to get that conviction. Have you made it
Can I
there?
ask you a question? What
Sure.
was the year you had gave me?
The year of the conviction?
Yeah.
2007.
I was fresh out of grammar school.
I know. I saw your date of birth. That's how I know it wasn't you getting an adult conviction for aggravated assault with a weapon. But that's someone used your information. So the issue that we have here is you're trying to get a special status here that I can't grant you because of that. So you've got to get that situation in Chicago taken care of, and that may require you to be there. Ms. Straub, have you been able to make headway with him on that?
So, Your Honor, I attempted to pull a background check for Mr. Portis, and I was not able to pull the information that you have, which I also find.
Oh, in Illinois?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, what is it that? Okay, well, it's in Cook County.
everything I have is also in Cook County, Your Honor, and none of it includes the 2007 offense.
Interesting. David Portis, David Portis. And whoever it did, whoever, or whatever this was, whenever it was done, they had, it looked like they had a deferred sentence themselves, and they probably just didn't.
Used it as an
Used-
alias.
Yeah, because it said withhold judgment under supervision. Oh, no, it was terminated satisfied.
So that means they would have completed whatever.
Yeah, so that's why you can't pull it up, it's fine non-public. He would be too young to have this adult conviction at that time, so. That's why I asked him to be a junior. I don't know what or how we're gonna navigate that without getting approval from Mr. Cornish for you to go down to Cook County to do the good work, but best I could do is set this out to let you do that.
Okay, Your Honor, we'll take that. Would it be okay if Mr. Portis in the future appears via Zoom, or could we waive his appearance?
You can waive his appearance, he just needs to be in communication with you. Yes, I think I said that last time, but if I didn't, you don't have to come for the review. You just have to make sure you're in contact with your attorney so she can give me an update. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
How much time do you need, Ms. Straub?
We can get 60 days, Your Honor.
October 6th at 10:30. October 6th at 10:30. No problem. Good day. What's her name? Brandon Dennis. Is that Mr. Derrick? You ready on Dave? Dennis? This is the state of Michigan versus Brandon Lee Dennis, 25-01825, 25-01826, 25-0111827, and 26-00715. 26-00716, appearances, please.
Ross Burns, reading for the people.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Dennis, who's appearing over Polycom from the Ingham County Jail today.
Mr. Dennis has a bunch of dog license vaccination cases. Which he's obviously not in custody for. What's going on with these files?
So Your Honor, just to put on the record, I spoke with Mr. Dennis. He had a probation violation warrant out of 55th District Court back in June. Prior to going into jail for that, he got his 2 dogs vaccinated and licensed. A third dog had previously been euthanized. I believe he's in compliance at this point, based on what he's told me.
That was one dog.
Yes, because I think we had 2 rounds of dogs. First round of 3 and then another round of 2.
How many dogs here? Let's see. It's Nipsey, Black, Male, King, Corso mix. Hustle.
So I'm saying those are the 2 dogs that have been licensed.
Got it.
And then
Okay.
Dillinger apparently has been euthanized.
And then 2 dogs.
Yes, that's my understanding.
Oh, got caught twice at the same.
Yes, so
Okay.
they're a year apart.
Nipsey, Hustle, and Dillinger.
All right, with this information, Your Honor, the people would like to simply dismiss these cases.
All of them? Wonderful. You're all set, Mr. Dennis.
Thank you.
So I don't feel like writing dismiss 10 times. So I'll start. Yeah, dismiss stamp. Well, and the other guy,
Oh, yeah,
the file was the size because these dog cases.
really.
Please.
Oh, we're so.
Wait a minute. Everybody calm down. Please
failed.
fix your closet. Because if I gotta look at these files one more time, Mr. Lace.
Like I said, I failed.
No, we're very.
Hey, so y'all didn't do the pre-trace, y'all just skipped over me? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've been on this Zoom since 9:15.
We did not skip over you, sir.
Okay.
Please tell me that please tell me that you're all set. No?
Your Honor, I've been given information that we have taken care of all but 2 of the dogs and that we have the rabies certificate done for one of the last dogs. I have been assured that it will be done by the end of this week, at which point I can just send the court an email alerting them and we can dismiss all.
Praise the Lord. For the record, state of
No, I will.
Michigan.
No, I will.
And Your Honor.
I don't know if you will. I know you're gonna come back though. I do know that.
Oh,
I just know that we've been dealing with these 25 cases
I
of
will
dog
say-
licensing for a long time.
yes.
A lot of progress has been made since the last court.
Well, I can appreciate it because there's a lot of dogs. So, state of Michigan versus Douglas John Lays, 25-030575859606162636465 6667 68 69 70 and 71. You need how much more time?
Friday. I got the vet appointment Thursday, then I'm going straight to animal shelter, getting those 2 licensed. And the only reason why I said Friday is just for that, but I can be here if I can make it before 5.
That's
Thursday.
wonderful, because we gotta get these numbers for the 1-year mark.
This
I
is
think if we
Friday,
kick him back 2 weeks.
Oh, well, I don't think our next available date is until,
Friday.
Well, I mean, if I'm given proof of compliance before the next date, then I'll just dismiss them off the record.
that's all we need is an email.
And if we get to the next date and we're not done, then he can plead a 1, and then we can call it a day.
August 25th at 10:30. August 25th at 10:30.
And Your Honor, just for the record, the only 2 that remain, and I need to match them to the file, but it's Rocco and Duncan. That needs-
No, they're all, no one's made a motion to dismiss anything, so all of them are remainers for my purposes. Because I couldn't tell you which one is Rocco and Duncan by looking at this.
I could,
But we're just gonna wait, and then Mr. March Meada's gonna send us an email to run those files. We're all set. Miss Marquita, did you need something from me?
Is the backpack.
Let's see. Mr. Trice, you need to start your video. This is the state of Michigan versus Dupree Trice. This is state or city? It's gotta be city. The city of Lansing versus Dupree Trice, 25-03039. Mr. Trice,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were scheduled for a show cause today because you owe
Yes.
$75.
Yes, Your Honor. I know
I paid it.
I've been currently looking for a job, and I've been going to temp services and everything, so I haven't really, I'm on Section 8 and everything, so I haven't really found the job or a position to pay it yet.
You just busted into my courtroom and blurted out that you were waiting here since 9 o'clock and you don't even have a job.
I know that. I didn't even know. I heard you say my name though when you was reading over
Yeah,
your
'cause I-
cases. You said Dupree
Because
Trice.
I was
and then-
identifying that you were present via Zoom, but I did not call your case.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we've been
That's
trying
what,
to get $75 out of you now for 6 months.
for 6 months. It's been
Well,
$75.
for 60 days. You 75, yeah, I cut you a break on the, I only charged you $75. So you haven't made any payment. You're gonna have to make a payment within 30 days, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
How much are you gonna be able to pay within 30 days?
I could pay 25 today.
Okay, I'll note that you'll pay 25 today, and then you'll pay no less than $25 per month on the 4th of each month until paid in full. That way you don't have to keep coming here for show causes, and you can spend your time looking for employment. Okay,
Yes, Your Honor.
you're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a fucking jank.
Excuse me?
This is. Huh?
I said, excuse me? Yeah, you didn't hang
Oh.
up. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Yeah. Yep, Ms. Strong to the rescue before you get in contempt.
Later.
I love you.
I don't hear you actually.
I love you. I love you. I love you. That's just great. That's great television.
Everybody else, is everybody else in jail?
Yes.
We definitely get a hold of Marissa Collins.
We really didn't
Let's
feel
see, I'm missing
here.
some, I'm missing people. Wyskowski?
She's here.
That's a motion hearing. Hearing being was supposed to be put on at 10:30. Is that Jordan Herondine?
No, that's Schenkel.
Oh, boy.
You call it here.
Okay.
What quarantine can we also do for violation?
What about Rankin? Have we seen Rankin? No? Show cause for Rankin?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Are you Ms. Rankin? Please start your video. Oh, okay, very good. This is City of Lansing versus Ryan Rankin, 23L28141322. Ms. Rankin, you owe $294 for a text message violation. This is a hefty text message. Let's see, how are you going to pay this?
I honestly was unaware. I'm sorry, hold on, my video's not. I was unaware about the fine at all. This was part of a case that I'm already paying you for. I guess they entered a default judgment on the ticket because it was a civil infraction, and then I have court with you for the. So I just wasn't aware of it.
What is this that's attached to it? This is how files be missing and they try to say they don't know what the file is. Yeah, you never appeared to court. And so,
Prison, ma'am.
yeah, you got a ticket, it says in 2023. There was an explanation hearing set for October 17, 2023. You did appear before the magistrate on October 17, 2023. So you can't say you didn't know because you did know, because you appeared before the magistrate. You entered a not responsible plea to the magistrate on that date. It was then set for a pretrial. Then it was reset for pretrial February 26th. So you have appeared on this a couple of times. And then you failed to appear February 26, 2024, into the default, and you had a fine of $155. The balance has gone up because it's been 2+ years and you've not made a payment on it. And so that's why it's been going. So now you got, it's way too far out for me to even set aside the default at this point. So now you got to pay the ticket.
Okay.
Can you put the ROA for me? The best I can do is see if I can waive some of these fines, because that's pretty much double what I ordered you to pay.
Okay. Okay, and I do, Your Honor, I do want to apologize. I wasn't trying to say that I was unaware of the ticket. I just, when my next court date had come around in February, I was incarcerated and I was unaware of the default judgment that was entered. I didn't know the amount. I do apologize for that.
Thank you. Let's see.
Glasses. Jeez.
I said default file 155 is what I put on because but I'm trying to see where they come up with 175 plus 40. Okay, when can you make a payment on this?
How much is is it total, sorry,
I'm sorry, your phone's going in and out. Can you repeat what you're asking?
yeah. I'm gonna step outside so I get better service. Okay, I said, what was the total amount of the ticket,
I ordered you to pay 155. They put, for whatever reason, 294. I'm gonna go with what I put. It's my order.
Oh,
Can you
wonderful.
you pay 155?
Okay, can I, make a $50 payment Monday, next week, Monday?
Well, you gotta pay the balance.
I can have it paid off. Let me see. Can you give me a month to pay off just in case? Because I have other fines that I'd like to just make sure they're the minimal payment on. So 3 to 4 weeks to have everything paid off. $50 a week, 51, 50. Yeah, can we do 50 a week until it's paid?
Okay, so 30 days total, you'll have it paid?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you pay the 155 within 30 days, the balance will be waived. Otherwise, I can't promise you that the balance will be waived because it's going to incur interest.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set.
All right, so much.
You're welcome. We didn't see Keon Kane? No? Angela Jones here? No Angela Jones, bench warrant. A bench warrant, Keon Kane.
I'm here these downstairs.
Oh, wonderful. Is someone gonna bring Karen Dean up?
I think I'll have to go do this VIP.
Okay, VIP transport coming up, very good. Marissa
Karen Dean, would
called,
we be able to do both the plea and the violation? I mean, the guilty plea obviously is admission to violations.
you're asking me if. we'll
Yeah,
be able to-
because Karen Dean has a violation set for 130. I was wondering if we could knock them both out with the 130. Like the guilty plea
Oh,
is
that's up
admitting to the
to,
violation.
got it, sounds good. Okay, Marissa Collins, not here?
She's down. One appears to be out of service.
State of Michigan versus Jade Westkowski, 26-01140, appearance, please.
Ross Marchmina for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straw, on behalf of Ms. Kowski, who's standing to my right.
Up for a motion.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Hardy requested a motion hearing at the last trial date and then reviewed the discovery and realized that there was no need to file a motion.
I was gonna say, I don't have a motion, okay.
Yes.
Very good.
However, we do have a plea agreement.
Okay,
Even better.
it's even better, we resolved it. What's the offer?
The offer would be amending the charge to domestic violence with consent to 76948 status.
You want to plead guilty to that, ma'am? Yes. Okay, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury. Yes. You can put your hand down. This is an advice of rights and plea information sheet. Is that your signature?
Yes.
You went over these rights with your attorney?
Yes.
You understand these rights?
Yes.
And you're willing to give these rights away today?
Yes.
So that means you're gonna waive your right to the presumption that you're innocent until the prosecution can prove your guilt by proving each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt, correct?
Yes.
You're gonna give up your right to see, hear, or question in court any witness called to testify against you.
Yes.
You're gonna give up your right to subpoena witnesses that will testify on your behalf and your right to waive your silence and take the stand and give your own testimony. Anyone threatening you to get you to give these rights up?
No,
Any promises if you plead guilty to the amended charge?
no,
Are you on probation or on parole?
no.
You understand that you may need to report this conviction if you plead guilty to your employer or put it on a future job application.
Yes.
It also could have impact on where you could travel or get immigration status. So you may want to go out the country and you might not be allowed into that country because you have a criminal conviction. You understand that?
Yes.
As to the amended charge of domestic violence, how do you plead? Is that because you believe you are guilty?
Yeah.
Factual basis, please.
Ms. Kowski, on April 24th of 2026 at approximately 10 in the morning, where were you located?
Rise Recovery,
And were you a resident at Rise at that time?
not at that time,
But you had
Specific time.
previously been a resident.
within 30 minutes, yes.
And is that located at 217 North Sycamore
Yes, ma'am.
in Lansing, Michigan,
Yes,
and in Ingham County?
yes,
And at that location, did you strike another resident of Rise?
yes,
And that wasn't in self-defense, correct?
no,
Was there a time when you and the person you struck was both residents at Rise?
yes,
People are satisfied.
The court is also satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea if I get to be voluntarily and intelligently made. A sentencing is scheduled for September 22nd at 9 in the morning. You need to go down to check in with our probation department before you leave here today. They'll get you set up and scheduled for a pre-sentence interview. They will prepare a report with a recommendation about how you should be sentenced and your eligibility for sentencing under 769.4. Okay?
yes, ma'am. What floor is that?
They're on the 5th floor, but my court officer is going to escort you down there in just a minute. Okay?
Okay,
You have any questions at this time?
no, no.
Any additional matters for the record?
Other from the people.
Thank you. Schenkel, are we ready on Schenkel?
Oh, he's talking to
Michael. Oh, he's in the breakout room. Yeah. All right, so Schenkel and Herendeen, that's it.
Yeah.
let's see. Yes. You're hot. See, I'm comfortable. I'm normally cold. I was gonna say they're always hot.
Hold on. Hold on a second.
I don't have my heater on.
Okay, good.
No, I
That's what the case is.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, 150 degrees. Yeah, man, like a propane heater under there. She got it on. No, no, sir.
I think it's because my drinks are cold, so it makes me cold.
We're gonna get you one of the thermal cups.
That's what Judge always says.
Yeah, bro. Probably she ain't got a sweater on or something over there. And
I'm
gonna get utilizing mind over matter. Kind of stuff.
Man, they ain't introduced you yet, so what's your name?
Oh, Robert.
I know you, my guy right here. Torn, nice to meet you. man.
There was not an opportunity for that.
You know, had to throw the jab up there.
I just started. It's my second day.
Second day? Yes,
You'll be
sir.
joining me here.
You'll be joining us on Friday.
As soon as I pass the.
I want to talk about Friday.
See?
What you said.
Well, it's fine.
Fridays, hold on.
Armageddon.
The preliminary.
Get staff ready for overtime.
Armageddon.
You got
All right.
20 prelims and she's covering
You're
2
fine.
pieces.
State of Michigan versus Jordan Scott Herondine, 26-01793 and 26-003225. Appearance, please.
Ross Marsh, me up for the people on both files.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Strong, on behalf of Ms. Aaron also.
Okay, let's see, I have a probation violation that was actually scheduled for 1:30, but I think we're gonna handle it now. And then there is a misdemeanor retail fraud in the 3rd degree. It says that the offer was for the defendant to plead as charged with a kilogram sentencing cap of 30 days in jail. Is that accurate?
Yes, Ron.
You want to accept that offer?
Is it?
It's what concurrent? I don't know, I haven't sentenced you. Why would they be concurrent? I can't hear you. Yeah, I would rather be rich. See how that works. You were on probation, had nothing to do with this, so I don't see why you're gonna get the same sentence for that. I don't understand why that would happen. According to your probation officer, you've done nothing since being placed on probation. Nothing except picked up another charge. Is that accurate? I'm sorry? Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury. You can put your hand down. This is an advice of rights plea information sheet. Today's date on it, is that your signature? You went over these rights with your attorney? No worries. I would imagine you just signed this, no? Okay, you don't remember if that's your signature? You do have a copy there.
Yeah.
I just have the original. I'm sorry?
Sorry, but I can't see.
In your hand is a carbon copy of this document. Is your signature on there?
Yes.
Okay,
Say that, and yes,
absolutely. And you've gone over these rights with your attorney?
I read them.
Do you have questions about these rights that your attorney needs to address? Okay, you understand that you would have to give up all of those rights if you wanted to plead guilty to the retail fraud in the 3rd degree, correct? You also understand that by pleading guilty to the retail fraud in the 3rd degree, you're effectively pleading guilty to at least one of the violations, I believe. Is that correct? Yeah, that's one of the violations. The other 2 violations is failed to report to probation since June of 2026, and then a failure to drug test June 4th, June 11th, and July 11th. There's going to be a plea to all of those violations.
Do you believe that is the understanding?
Okay, okay, and so you understand that in order to plead guilty to the retail fraud, you have to give up your right to the presumption that you're innocent of retail fraud. You understand that? Because you're innocent until proven guilty. You can maintain your innocence, require the prosecutor take this to trial and prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent at any trial. They can't use that silence against you to prove or imply that you're guilty. You have the right to question or cross-examine any witness called to testify against you at trial, and the right to subpoena witnesses that will testify on your behalf. You understand that? You're willing to waive those rights today? Anyone threatening you to do that? Any promises in exchange for you entering a guilty plea today? That's not stated here on the record. And you were on probation, you're not on parole, correct? You understand that by pleading guilty, you may need to put this on a future job application. It could also have impact on where you can travel or get immigration status. Okay. As to retail fraud, third degree, how do you plead? And then as to violation number one, that per Lansing Police Report number 26-05704, that you violated the criminal law on or about July 6, 2026. How do you plead? That would be the same as the retail fraud is what is alleged. And then as to the violation of your probation that alleges that you failed to report to your probation officer on June of 2026, how do you plead? And then as to the violation that per Aberhouse you failed to appear for drug testing as ordered by the court on June 4th, June 11th, and July 11th. How do you plead? A factual basis, please.
Ms. Herondine, on or about July 6th of 2026 at approximately 3:18 in the morning, were you located near 2100 North Lark Street, otherwise known as Colony Dairy? And that was in Lansing, Michigan, Hingham County. And at that location, did you take some milk, chocolate milk specifically? Relative to, I think also the violation, Your Honor, I think that was satisfied both.
Did you pay for the chocolate milk? Yeah, and did you intentionally take the chocolate milk without paying? People are satisfied.
To the second violation of not reporting to your probation officer as required, did you not do that? Did you not show up for the date that you were scheduled?
We met one time to see if we could do my time in jail because I can't afford the drug testing, and I actually don't know why, but it's not my place to question why there's drug testing. But that's still part of the goal, or the part of the operation that we really can't afford it.
So after that initial meeting, did you fail to meet with your probation officer?
Yes.
Okay.
Before that, actually, there was one meeting.
Okay. As to the third violation of not testing at AberHealth, did you not go to AberHealth and get tested on the 3 dates mentioned by the city?
That's a basically goes that.
Yes.
Any questions from the prosecution?
No, Your Honor.
Court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea if I appear to be fully voluntarily and intelligently made. I don't see any reason why we came to immediate sentencing on the retail fraud. I don't believe they're looking for restitution, or are they?
I don't believe they're looking for restitution.
And then as to the violation, the recommendation is for straight jail time to terminate the probation status. It says defendant again, overall attitude was fair, but acceptance of responsibility was poor and overall progress was poor. Defendant has done nothing since being set on probation, and defendant stated in court that they would rather serve jail sentence as opposed to complying with probation. I think at this point, there's been about 18 days, it says jail credit, or there was at least in time that this report was authored. You can address the court.
Your Honor, as Ms. Herondine has mentioned multiple times, she does have some financial hardship, and do believe that she's currently waiting on a determination regarding disability, which has, of course, not just led her down a not great path, but is also a part of why she hasn't been able to comply with her probation terms. I would just simply ask this court today to recognize the forthcoming nature of her taking responsibility for the retail fraud and for the violations.
I'm just trying to be clear. I'm looking at this file, all these files say. Okay. All these files say is, this is a male. Am I misreading the file?
Your Honor, this is a transitioning female.
Okay. I can't hear you.
No, I can't shave. It's really affecting my visibility if I shave.
My concern for Jordan has been mental health treatment. And that was the issue that got Jordan remanded last time, because Jordan doesn't follow the court order to engage in mental health counseling. Represented that Jordan had no money to do so when community mental health is for free. You could afford to get yourself to Quality Dairy to sell chocolate milk.
I walk.
You can walk to community mental health then. You need to. Even since the time that you were remanded, I think I've heard some very concerning reports from the jail about your behavior and the things that you were choosing to consume. You need to get some help. That's my concern. It's not about a 30-day cap. It's not about running concurrent. Are you getting mental health treatment is the concern.
I have a doctor yet.
Excuse me?
I do have a doctor yet.
Okay, yeah, but you weren't seeing the doctor on the outside because you told me that you didn't have the ability to do so. So,
No, I have my own doctor.
but you weren't going to see the doctor.
An appointment actually, so then an appointment. I do telehealth, face in Grand Rapids. At Catherine's.
You represented to me the last court date you couldn't get to the doctor.
I can do telehealth. I can't get to. Yeah.
Yeah, but I already knew you had a doctor in Grand Rapids. You told me you couldn't get to the doctor in Grand Rapids as well.
When we do telehealth.
Okay, but you're not taking your medication?
No, of course I am. I always take medication.
Okay. That's my concern, is that you're getting the psychological treatment that you need to be getting, and that was not clear, because you were to provide evidence of that to your probation officer, but you blew probation off. You were waiting for who? The winter? For what?
Because I don't have any place to stay. I'm out in the home. So I wanted to just stay in and try to go into when it was cold. And when it deserved to get cold.
That was the plan that you concocted in your head, that you would just write out a probation violation until the winter and then do some time in the winter.
No, honestly, yes.
Well, unfortunately, you're gonna do your time during the summer.
And it's my birthday.
Well, happy birthday to you. You didn't miss your birthday. Your birthday came. It was not missed.
I don't get to go to Mitchell's, so Mitchell's in Eastwood. I'm gonna go to Mitchell's.
For what? What were you going to Mitchell's for?
No, I want to go to Mitchell's. My mom will take me there. For my birthday.
Well, your mom can take you.
No, she does not care about me. My mom doesn't care about me.
Okay.
She doesn't care about me.
Well, how
She
are you
will
going?
Give me a birthday dinner.
Oh, so then that's care, no?
I don't know. I'm hoping that she'll take me there. She hasn't responded.
Okay, well, nonetheless, Mitchell's will hopefully still be there when you finish serving out the balance of your 30 days. Okay, 30 days Ingham County Jail. I'll give you credit for the time already served. Best wishes to you. Absolutely. For the chocolate milk too.
Thank you, Your Honor. so.
All the file says is Jordan Scott Herondine. It didn't say that it was a
No,
woman.
no. When you were like, what you be consuming in jail? Ju-
No, we got, the jail said you was eating your poop.
Are we
The
muted?
jail said you was eating your poop.
Are we muted?
Yes. This is this state of Michigan versus Nathaniel Schenkel, 26-01057. Appearance, please.
Ross Marchino for the people.
Michael Puckett with the public defender on behalf of Mr. Shin.
Mr. Schenkel has an assault and battery. Our last court date, he was supposed to undergo a mental health evaluation and was set for plea. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Schenkel is prepared to plead. There was an offer extended by the prosecution. Who will be accepting that offer. The offer is to plead guilty to the underlying charge with hiding.
That is correct.
Mr. Schenkel, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, very good. Off the record. Okay, let's see.
But you don't usually work out, so that kind of takes.
Let's see here. State of Michigan versus Nathaniel Schenkel, 26-01057. Your appearances are already on the record. I have here. Well, I'm gonna have here the plea sheet, and he's gonna plead guilty to the assault and battery. No objection to sentencing under HYTA, correct?
Yes,
Or
Your Honor.
consent to HYTA.
That's correct.
Mr. Schenkel, that's what you want to do, plead guilty to the charge, and that with the understanding that the people are consenting to your possibility of sentencing with special status under the Homes Youthful Training Act, correct?
Correct.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Okay, all right, Mr. Schenkel, you have the following rights that you would need to give up if you wanted to plead guilty to assault and battery, okay? First, you would need to waive your right to the presumption that you're innocent until proven guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You would also have to give up your right to have a trial and require the prosecution prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes.
You also have the right to see, hear, and question in court any witness that's called to testify against you. So if you plead guilty, you'll be giving that right up as well, okay?
Yes.
You also have the right to have witnesses subpoenaed to testify as to your defense or on your behalf. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, is anyone threatening you to get you to give up these rights and plead guilty today?
No.
Has anybody made any promises to you not stated here on the record to get you to plead guilty?
No.
You're not on probation or on parole, is that correct?
No.
You understand that if you plead guilty, you might need to report it to a current employer or put this conviction on a future job application.
Yes.
It also could have impact on where you can travel or where you can get immigration status. Do you understand that?
Yes.
As to assault and battery, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Is that because you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
Factual basis, counsel.
All right, Mr. Schenkel, on April 20th, 2026, at approximately 11:42 a.m., were you present at 125 West Everdale Avenue in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan?
Yes,
And this was a residence that you shared with a relative of yours, correct?
correct.
And while you were there was an altercation where you had struck this relative 2 times, correct?
Incorrect. I struck her in the car after she struck me.
And that was not in self-defense, correct?
Um, no,
I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
I'm confused. Let's say he struck her after she struck him.
Well, I think
Are you gonna
that,
ask questions? Because you can't give
Yeah,
factual
sure.
basis.
at the time that you struck her, is it true that you were no longer in danger of being struck again?
well, I was in the passenger seat while she was driving. And then I went
my
to
question
a
is,
residence
was
where I was
to hit
living
her to-
with. Then I went to her.
Sir, I'm asking a question, please. My question is, when you hit her, is it true that you did not do so to keep her from hitting you again? It was about retaliation, is that correct?
I guess she could have struck me again, but
Sir, my question is not, could she have struck you again? My question is, when you struck her, was it to prevent her from immediately striking you again?
no, it wasn't.
Okay, I think we have a factual basis now.
Speaker, this is his grandmother. This is your
Your Honor.
grandmother?
Yes,
We're satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. Sentencing is scheduled for September 22nd at 9 a.m. You need to meet with our probation department so they can prepare the pre-sentence report. He's being held on this. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes, Your Honor, if you would allow me to respond.
I'll allow you to address bond.
So, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Schenkel has currently been, as of this date, he's served 58 days so far. This is of course, a 93-day misdemeanor, and I know that this was assault and battery against his grandmother, whom he was living with, and that he's likely not able to go to that residence. I understand that, and so based on my conversation with Mr. Schenkel via Zoom, his plan, if he were to get out, is to go to Mission, and I also asked him if he would be willing to go to CMH just to get some help and resources, and I also volunteered help from the social workers in our office to try to assist him with getting some sort of housing and a job and everything. Mr. Schenkel is very young. He's 22 years old and does not have a prior record. And I would just emphasize the amount of time that's been served.
Mr. Schenkel had a bond. He failed to comply with the bond. He was supposed to first update the court within 24 hours of his release of a valid address. He didn't do that. Then he failed to appear for court. His grandmother appeared. It was back in May. And so when he was later taken into custody, and I don't know why he was taken into custody because he didn't turn himself in. So that to me registers as he had some other interaction with the police. And he found himself back in the custody. I don't know why. But nonetheless, when he was asked by the magistrate why he failed to appear in court, he said he doesn't remember. I don't have time for people who don't remember their court dates, who don't comply with court order to give us a valid address, who don't show up to court when they're supposed to. It's more work for me.
Your Honor, would you be amenable to a GPS tether at the Mission shelter?
So that when he doesn't show up, I can go send the police to go get him. Is that what you're suggesting?
I think it might be easier to find him if that were to happen, but I think Mr. Schenkel needs some resources.
So GPS tether is really not for us to keep you recognizant. You're supposed to do that on yourself, on your own. GPS tether is so that we can make sure the victim is safe. I think the grandmother might be safe. I don't know. I don't think she feels a threat. Probably disrespected, probably concerned about her grandson's well-being. She was living with her. Nonetheless, the purpose of GPS tether is not so that I can make sure he comes back to court. He's supposed to do that if he wants me to release him on his own recognizance. I'm not confident that he has the ability to do that, and that's the concern. So what resources is it that your office is providing to him if he is released?
Your Honor, we have social workers that specialize in finding things like housing. Of course, we already know that he's agreed to go to mission and to CMH. CMH also has other resources too, but our social workers have access to, lists of, different resources, food pantries, shelters, things like that, getting them set up with possibly like food stamps, just things of that nature that can kind of help them get back on his feet. Of course, finding a job, which I'm sure would be a condition of his probation. And of course, resources to help him not reoffend. He is very young and he does not have a prior criminal record as far as I know.
I grant, I think the bond was never PR in the first place. It was 2010%. And so we wouldn't get a PR now. I'll reinstate the bond at 2010% with GPS tether.
Thank you.
If he postponed, he needs to report to our probation department within 48 hours in person, so that he can be scheduled for his pre-sentence interview. The no contact order between him and Joyce Carpenter will continue. He's not to be within 2,000 feet of wherever she lives, works, or goes to school. He also must appear in person for his next court date. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for people.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, Mr. Schenkel. Have a question, sir?
No.
Okay, you're all set. You can let the deputy know you're done.
Yeah, that is